Me, I totally disagree with Mr. President this morning. I think it's an abdication of responsibility. And I think President Tinubu has not done enough when it comes to insecurity. And I think the governor has no blame in this communal crisis matter. And the governors cannot really do much. Let's be sincere with ourselves. The federal government oversees the police. The same federal government will not like state security. Even if you get state security, you can't get them sophisticated weapons because of clause in the Constitution. Secondly, the military is overseen by the federal government. Yes, we can say governors have protection. They move around in convoys. Yes. But apart from their protection, the day this governor has a problem with the federal government, that's when you will know that he has no powers. We have seen with the case of Governor Fubara now. It's just one order from above. And they will manipulate even the security architecture on ground. Governor Muftwang, yes, should be able to talk to people communally. But the greatest blame falls on President Tinubu that is still in France. Well over 100 people have died. What is he going to do about it? Is he going to put in more military? Do we even have boots on the ground? Little over 200 or 300,000 soldiers. Less than 400,000 police officers for a population of over 200 million. Are those areas effectively covered? What's the reconnaissance like? So once people got intelligence there were going to be a reprisal attack, what was done to forestall the reprisal attacks? Who fights back? You put a vigilante team in there, they will complain of high-handedness at some point. So who fights back? Who is able to protect the people of Bokos, Manga, Mangu, and a couple of other areas? And the people around the Rigwe area. All of these should go back to the president. Look at all the security personnel there, the military, the civil, what's it called, defense and everything. All of them get instruction from the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The governors are the chief security officers in name and only when they are in alignment with the government of the center. So you see, a governor that pretty much gets his way by is in alignment with the government of the center. If the government of the center want to mess you up, you will see what happens. Before you know it, they withdraw security so quickly from you. So there's no true level of, federalism. And I hate to use the word true federalism because it doesn't exist in the first place. The solutions will be number one. How do we put a response force across local government areas that can alert people when there are these attacks so that they can be repelled quickly? Secondly, are we going to put some vigilante units on the ground? And who is going to be able to fund them? Thirdly, the intercommunal conversation and all of that. Most importantly, these people that come to attack, how do they get the weapons? It's the federal government that will do the work of taking the weapons off them in the first place. So order, weaponry architecture, and illegal movement of weapons must be stopped. But how are they going to do this? It's the federal government through the DSS and other intelligence apparatchik that will have to do that. What I just want to tell President Tinubu this morning, are you not tired of condemning deaths in this country? The other day, you issued out a statement, condemn deaths. Today, you're issuing another statement, condemning deaths. When will you stop issuing statements to condemn deaths and actually get on top of the situation and be proactive? President Tinubu, Section 14, subsection 2 says, the security of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is the paramount responsibility of the states. You are the head of states. The buck stops with you. Do something.
Now, you've just listened to that. My question here is, if Tinubu is truly in France for a performance appraisal, as they told us, Bayo Onanuga announced in the middle of the night or early hours in the morning around 3 AM, he released that statement that Tinubu's traveled to France for a performance appraisal. That's what he told us since that day. So what is special or what is important in performance appraisal? What has he done? What has he done right that he's appraising? What is so important that Tinubu is still doing in France until today, despite these attacks here and there, these killings, especially in Borno, in Plateau State, Zamfara State, since Tinubu traveled out of this country in that Plateau State to attacks the communities, all of them. So what is so important in France, if not that he's in sick bed in France? What is so important that he cannot suspend whatever he's doing there and return back to Nigeria with immediate alacrity? What is so important there in France that he's doing? How is Tinubu in France on holiday solving the problem of this country? You are in this country, you have not solved any single problem since you assumed office. Now you are in France, more problems are waiting for you. So how is you now retreating in France, solving the problems or meeting the needs of these citizens you are looking after? How? You are in France. The president of France left the country to Egypt, doing humanitarian job, work over there, because he pulled their country forward to the level that he can travel, because their country is safe and a lot of security, everything is working. A lot of things are working. He can travel to another country to make peace. But your country, problems. The country is not safe. Eat France. As I tell you, with all these things going on, they're not born the France president will make you say he won't come Nigeria. They will not come because they see all these problems. It's a threat to them. If that France is not safe, you will not have been traveling to France every time. 2 years in office, 5 visits to France. 5 visits to France. What is so special in France? So we now have, Peter Obi said, I quote, we now have office in headquarters in France. Yes, Tinubu now have headquarters in France. The company that he's running, the headquarters is in France. If the country is not safe, would you be there? Everything is collapsing under your watch. People are not saying this. But when you speak about this failed government, this terrible government, they come for you. They say, what are you saying? Tinubu is working. We are not saying what he's doing. I don't know if the work is for his family alone or is looking after Nigerians. The Nigerians you are looking after, we see what is going on. Everybody are complaining. Everybody are tired, fed up. So where is the work going on that we are not seeing? Where is the job? Where is the work going on that we are not seeing? How can you every time, not just in the north are complaining, not just in the south, in the Yoruba land that even you are from, they are all complaining. They are all complaining. It's even worse. They are complaining. The Heshmel, all the forest has been occupied by this Heshmel. People cannot go to their farms again. People cannot farm, produce. That is their business. They farm, they produce, they make money to look after themselves, to pay their bills. But now they've been chased away from their farmland. They can't farm, they can't eat. And president is not paying you monthly salary for doing nothing. So how do you expect people to live, to survive, when their land has been taken over by insecurity, by bandits, or which we don't even know them? It's too much, terrible this time. The problem is too much. That's why I'm asking the question. What is so important that all these problems, and it's there, condemning. Even to an extent, blaming the Plateau State governor, Caleb Mutuan, to an extent, blaming the person to tighten up the insecurity over there. And you've forgotten that you are chief of army staff when it comes to security. You are the Oga Patapata. Everything, everything stores on your table. All the problems stores on your table. Those people, there's no state policing, we keep on saying. Even if there is, they don't have the sophisticated guns that these people are even using. The power of state police or the power of the security in those states are limited. They can't do because governor has control, president has control over them. Their powers are limited. So what is so special that Tinubu cannot suspend whatever he is doing in France, if not that he's in a hospital bed, that doctor has not released him, had not discharged him to come back, had not said you are fit to go? What is so? Somebody should tell me what is so important that he's still there up till now. If, for example, you travel, you are on holiday away from this country, Nigeria, you are on holiday in US, in Canada, in France, in the UK, that they said suddenly your dad don't buy. You are on holiday. They say your daddy don't buy, or your mossy don't go, or your husband, you don't go, or your wife, you don't go. What is so important on holiday that you are doing? You cannot fly back home the following day with the next available flight. What is so important? Even you are there, you cannot even be comfortable. The enjoyment, everything you are doing, you are lost. You cannot even concentrate. You cannot. For Tinubu to be in France, whatever he's doing with over 100 people have already gone. For him to have been comfortable in France and doing whatever he's doing, even if he's working for the betterment of this country or whatever he's doing, there is nothing important than the killings or the people who have lost their lives so far. What is so important that he cannot suspend those things and return back to Nigeria? If not that he's in a sick bed, doctor has not discharged him. If you go to the hospital, doctor has not released you. You cannot go. You can't go back. And that is the problem. Forget all these people, all these APC noise maker lying to themselves. No way. So what is so important? It's too bad because it's okay. In fact, this is action time. See, the way they think they do me for body, not be say me at the feeling, as in not be say they affects me, or not be say because the hunger day and not see money to chop. That will not be my problem. If I feel solve my problem, you know how many thousands where they feel this pain. Do you understand? So that's the reason. So what is important there? That people are dying, you are looking after. You go out from here to here is problem. You can people cannot sleep and close their eyes again. A country where we have a president. Even some schools now, some campuses now, they cannot even sleep. Children, as in students in school, those ones that don't, they cannot even sleep and close their eyes. They cannot concentrate in their study again because they don't know the next place that these people are going to attack. They don't know. People are just living in the fear. I mean, they are just scared of their lives because they don't know. You are not free again to do this, to do that, and there is some places you cannot even go again. It was never this bad. It has never been this bad. But we have a president who does not care about the citizens that he's looking after. Are we going to continue like this? We are not even people. Some of these governors, they don't even know if people are going to survive through to before 2027. They are already endorsing Tinubu. See, make somebody not let me use catapult shoot now. People they don't even sure if their citizen is going to survive. They are going to survive before 2027. They are already endorsing Tinubu. See, with you endorsing Tinubu this time, you are increasing our pains, our anger. It's like the problem we are facing now that you guys do not even see it as a problem. That is the problem. How would you leave all these numerous problems going on, killing and everything? People are shouting, they cannot do this, they cannot do that. You are endorsing Tinubu ahead of 2027 election. What special thing has he done that warrant him to come back in 2027? What special thing? What area has he done well? See, I'm telling you now, any governors, especially governor who is not from APC, like now the governor of the governor of Akwa Ibom State, what is his name again? He's endorsing Tinubu. See, the more you guys are endorsing Tinubu now, you are increasing our pains, our anger. It's like this cry. You guys are not feeling the pain because it does not affect you guys. It's too painful, to be honest. If me personally, I have what it takes to make sure Tinubu did not come back in 20, whether he's working now or he's not, or he's doing reform, or that the reform is going to take time. If me personally, I have what it takes, the power to stop him in 2027, I'm telling you, I will stop him because our friction should not reign for the second time. This is our friction. This is unnecessary hardship inflicted upon Nigerians. We don't have reasons to go through this, even if you are doing reform that is going to better the lives of Nigerians. If you don't buy people now, all those people, when you don't die, when the country gets better, are they going to come back to enjoy the benefit of your good governance? No. Anyways, please share this video.